What's it like to get an STI test and how exactly do you go about it? I spoke with Dr. Deepti Pinto, also known as Dr. Bombastic, who happens to be my gynecologist, to get you all the answers. So Dr. Deepti, who should get an STI test?
Well, everybody who's sexually active should get STI tests done.
Do you have to go to a doctor or can you go straight to a diagnostics lab?
Some STI tests just require a blood sample, in which case you can go straight to the lab. Other STI tests require a swab from the genital region. That's, they take a little cotton on the end of a stick and they put it into the cervix or of the penis and they send that tissue to the lab. I'd recommend that you go to a doctor first to really figure out what tests you need to have done and then go to the lab or get it done at the doctor itself.
Do you share what a standard STI test would entail?
Chlamydia, gonorrhea, and herpes. It's also important to look for syphilis, HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C. If you happen to have a cervix, you also have to get your HPV test done.
And how often should one get tested?
Well, STI tests are recommended yearly. If you're in a non-monogamous relationship, then it's recommended that you get one every year at least. If you're in monogamous relationships, then you should get one along with your partner both before and at the end of every relationship. However, if you think you've been exposed to an STI earlier than that, then just go get checked earlier, it's fine. For those of you who have a cervix, you also need to do an HPV test, which is done once in 3 to 5 years.
Can you and your partner both go together?
Yes, both partners should go together. I highly recommend it because you can both build trust that way and everything's out in the open.
If your partner comes positive and you don't, what should you do?
If your partner comes positive for something like chlamydia or gonorrhea, and you come negative. If you've been having sex without using protection, like a condom or dental dams or whatever, then it's always better that you get treated anyway. Because test results can come negative even when you have the disease. We call this a false negative. And it's far safer to get treated and take those few days of antibiotics than live with the possible consequences of those diseases.
Roughly how much does it cost?
Well, when you go to a lab, they have different profiles of STI tests that they offer you. And it really goes up in price from the least expensive, which is around 5,000, to the most expensive, which can cost 10,000. Now, this is because it depends on the number of tests that they offer you and also the accuracy of the test they offer you. Again, I'd recommend that you go to your doctor first so that you can really figure out which test profile is best suited for your situation.